Welcome back to The Legend of Yours Trails Beyond the Horizon, where, yeah, we are technically still with the Anchorville crew, but right now we're in the Garten. Last time we finished our last 4 SPG, and today I want to take a look at our 2 connection events, one for Jorda and one about Shizuna. Let's start with the Shizuna one. Divine Blade of Ruin. Once group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. Oh, it's Shizuna's attendant.
Yes, it's me, Kaede. Thank you again for your help yesterday, Sir Arkwright.
Right back at you. So what's up? I wasn't expecting to get an encrypted orb mail from you. I apologize for reaching out so suddenly, but regarding a matter I wish to remain private. The truth is, the princess was supposed to come to Longline on business today, but she has yet to arrive. I was hoping you might know something. She's supposed to be in Longline on the day of the rocket launch, huh? Sure sounds fishy. So she's basically playing hockey. Nothing seemed to be bothering her in the garden, but I guess it's not like she tells us anything. The princess can be fickle at times, but it sounds like you have the means to contact her? Yeah, I know a place where I can get in touch with her. Want me to reach out? That would be greatly appreciated. But it's a relief she was fine the last time you saw her. When I spoke to her briefly yesterday, it seemed as though she was fighting back her heightened emotions. A what? I forgot I said anything. I'm sorry to trouble you with this, but please reach out to her. Yesterday, huh? Now that I think about it, it did seem like something might have happened with Schwartz and his squad. Oh good, looks like she's locked into the garden right now. No one else is in there. Works for me. What the hell's with that insane spiritual pressure? Where's Shizuna? Don't tell me. She's such a damn pain. Whoa. It's the same place as before, but the vibe is totally different. I figured you were here. But that aura of yours...
Wonderful. That felt fantastic. I've never felt like this before. Each swing has been honed to perfection. So very sharp. So very deep. Transparent as the ocean. Each swing bears a 0.
Divine Blade of Ruin, Shizuna Rem Mizurugi.
You've come at the perfect time, Van. Let us continue what we started. Together, I know we can reach that grand frontier.
Yeah, no thanks. At least not when you let yourself become nothing more than a beast. Grendel Chin, Darkness Roused Armored Demon.
I know if this place can hold up to us throwing down, but that's not really my problem right now. I'm gonna wake you up from that nightmare. Open your damn eyes, Shizuna.
Okay. Actually a boss fight?
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand. Go full closer! Be gone! Here it comes! Radiant Sunray!
Boost gauge limiter.
Okay, let's go. Spirit unification! Run wild! Raging blizzard! Try and see through this.
Time for some payback.
Pulverized! Here comes that!
We'll take that.
Yeah, of course we can't make use of that, but...
Take this. We'll take that. Use a shard boost to get the upper hand. Hit where it hurts. Radical force. Go full throttle. ZOC, activate. I'll lend a hand.
Here comes the closer! Here it comes! Radiant Sunray!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Oh, I guess I got a bit sloppy.
Okay.
I can hear it. I can hear Akegarasu's voice.
I knew it. That's what fought.
No. Ah!
What are you fools doing? What's the meaning of this? I wonder if combat will expand into the garden and what's ripping open the data domain. You put so much stress on the system that one wrong move would have ravaged the spirit base of the real world. If I hadn't been propping up the system in real time, it would have collapsed entirely. No wonder it was holding up. Sorry, but can I leave a rest up to you? Including sending us back to base? How dare you make me use extra resources at a time like this? Made it. Damn, he was pissed, and his concern about resources concerning. Still, it was thanks to him we managed to duke it out. Oh. Are you good now? Yeah, thanks to you. Looks like I made a real mess for you this time around. Are you kidding this time? Yeah, sorry, and thanks, you really saved my butt. Seriously. I got into a duel last night. More of a skirmish really, but it was as if we were finishing something we started a year and a half ago. I went as far as I could, but in the end, I couldn't make it to the end. The curse smoldering in Akagerasu started to leak out, all because of my emotions. I had meant to get it under control myself, but it swallowed me whole. It seems like I awakened as the divine blade of ruin. You told me the name of that sword of yours before, but all this stuff about curses and doom is Kinda wild. I take it you're not okay? Not really, I've only returned the problem to its sheath, as it were. But at least this time, I was able to put it to rest without devouring anyone. All because I was able to fight you and I couldn't fight anymore. This time, huh? Did something happen before? It's known as Akigarasu, like a crow cawing at daybreak, but its true name has been lost to history. It is a weapon that has inherited both blood and curse, the ability to connect souls and exorcise demons. I've been tasked with wielding this blade and keeping it in check. The master began to train me himself as soon as I was old enough to be aware of my surroundings. But the curse sealed within this blade was apparently too much, too powerful. Its darkness transformed me into a beast that lusted for battle. When I came to, I was simply standing there. In my hand was a sword from which I had finally wrested back control. And at my feet, those that I had harmed. Among them, my brother's corpse. I think I finally get it now. That's where it all began for you, isn't it? I wonder. Even after that horrible tragedy, I'm still every bit the child I was back then. I still practice my blade to my heart's content, to reach a state of zero. Just because it's so much fun, that's why I do everything that I do. Look, I ain't gonna tell you that's the wrong way to live. Enjoy life to your fullest, be the best you can be. That's the ideal way to live, frankly. But I don't buy that that's all there is to you. At least not now. You may go wherever you want and do whatever you like, but you still give us a helping hand when we need it. Plus we've become so close, you're willing to lay it all on the table. I suppose so. I wonder what made me whack my tongue. Maybe it's because it's you. You don't think you can understand me, and yet you make the effort to try anyway. You always talk about trying to avoid problems, but you're always the first one to step into them. Like I said before, you just scoop up little bits from all over. And here you are, trying to scoop me up as well. Hey.
Wait a sec. Isn't this a form of love, in a way?
What the hell are you talking about? Honestly, I don't think I'll ever understand you. But I'm starting to think that I want to. A little bit, anyway. I feel like I'm finally getting a small peek into your way of doing things.
Oh. Maybe that's the reason you were able to pull me back from becoming a beast. If I've got someone like you around, then maybe... Alright, that settles it. I feel bad for Kaede and Kurogane, but I think they'll forgive me for this much.
Just what are you talking about now?
What do you think?
You know what? I don't think I want to know.
Oh, come on! At least take a guess.
Stop acting like a clingy girlfriend. So this is where you've been, princess. Oh boy. Ah, you're here. I take it Maduk gave you a hand? Indeed, I'd asked for their aid and they produced a limited account so I could access this space for now. Now, first and foremost, princess, I'm glad you're unhurt. Yeah, sorry for worrying you. Once Kaede began her stern lecture, Shizuna fled from the garden. And after saying goodbye to an exasperated Kaede, Van too locked out. Okay, this was really cool.
What's next?
And... Jorda. One of the junior bracers has disappeared. Has it something to do with Jorda?
Take this!
Too slow.
Again?
annoying. I can't believe you followed me out of the city just to ambush me. You bracers sure are hot-headed these days, huh?
Shut up! You're Garten's murderer who killed countless innocent people! It's your fault! It's your fault, my brother! I knew this was about that. Yeah, I remember the mission. Ix and I went after him on the orders of a Garten-94's overseer. Normally I'd think it was overkill sending the both of us to deal with just one bracer, but he was tough. Ah! You held out longer than I thought, but this is the end. Since you clearly have a death wish, I'll go ahead and grant it for you. Huh? I got you! Stop right there. Oh, not a second too soon. Yeah, you were acting weird this morning. I take it you were the one who started this, Angie? Tell me, what in the hell do you think you're doing here? I tell you what, I'm getting revenge for my brother, and don't you dare try to stop me! You say that like I killed him or something. You do realize he's dead, right? How dare you? How dare you make light of what you did to him? I have a message from Legato. A bracer must never lose sight of their own conviction. When compelled by rage or grief, look not at your enemy, but inward. But... You need to let this matter lie too, Jorda. Now isn't the time to be getting into fights with a guild. Oh, I get it's awkward, us all just calling a truce after everything that went down. Sorry about this, we'll handle Angie. And I trust you do the same with her. I leave you to that.
Ugh, this is all so stupid. Let's just get back to the city.
Where do you think we are going? We're not done yet. Why do you think we stayed behind? Look, I get wanting to settle the score yourself and all. And I'm guessing she was trying to track you and Ix down. But even still, this roundabout way you're going about it, provoking her into attacking you, you shouldn't be doing that.
Are you seriously going to lecture me about this? I was just trying to scare her so she wouldn't get in the way when we confront Ix. That's all. It's my job to bring Ix back. No one else's.
Yeah, I know, but...
How else am I supposed to settle a score? This is all I know. And now, the only family I've ever had, the one person who's always been with me has...
I think you've got the wrong of it. Way I see things, you're now acting according to what feels right to you. By your standards and yours alone. Do you realize how significant that is? Would you ever have been able to do that in the past? Or could Ix even do something like that, with how he is now? Instead of chaining yourself down by how you lived in the past, you've grown into someone who's capable of changing how you do things. That's why you were able to do what you did, what you said back in the park, right? You've come so far, so go not trying to take the easier way out. Don't give up here. Not now.
In the end, you're just like all the other adults. I can change. I shouldn't give up. Ugh, you act like you know what I've been through.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Quit running away. Quit using the past as an excuse to avoid the present. Ever since the night you came to me, I've been noticing contradictions in your behavior. In spite of losing Ix, it was like your other half. You began to find yourself. You've gotta know what that means, right? Take that fight you had with Angie, for instance. If you only wanted to settle things on your own, then why did you go out of your way to show off a difference in your strength and abilities? I tell you what I think. You did this because deep down, You wanted to keep her from endangering herself. I'm right, aren't I?
That was just a happy accident.
You'd think she was an athlete the way she jumps through hoops, making a simple solution complicated. She's like a bro in that sense. So what is this you're planning to do when all is said and done? Once you find Ix and return to the society, you're not just gonna go back to how you used to do things, are you?
If there's a different path for me, I won't reject it out of hand. But in order to do that...
You need to settle the score. Is that about the whole of it?
Sorry about my little sister. I appreciate that you're willing to confront her. Angie needed something to set her on a path forward, but I didn't expect it would happen like this. I wasn't trying to... Wait, you knew what was going on just as it happened? Hearing praise, I swear I sometimes wonder if that A stands for annoying pain in the ass. I will thank you not to include me in such an unflattering generalization. As I understand it, you don't think you have a right to change. That's why you need something to let you settle the score with your past. But you're not sure how to face it. Of all people to be hearing this from... Look, even if what you said is true, what am I supposed to do? Keep moving forward. That's all I can tell you. And if you feel guilty on account of my injury, don't. I have only my own weaknesses and shortcomings to blame for what happened. Besides, I'm still capable of helping people, even if I'm only doing it from behind the counter. But I'm sure you've got thoughts of your own to work through after fighting my sister and talking with Van. What he said. Why not just be honest with yourself here? Settling the score won't mean jack if you don't accept the results yourself. Something tells me you can already see the path forward though. I don't agree with a word of what you guys are saying. But I guess I can pretend you convinced me for now. Sure, we can roll with that. And you can use this chance to embarrass your brother, who's even more of a lost cause as far as being honest with yourself goes. She really has changed. Or should I say, this is who she was always supposed to be? Yes, I couldn't have put it better myself. And I'm sure Angie will understand too.
I know this isn't like me to say, but, thanks. Maybe I'm feeling a little less hazy about things now.
Hold on, let's save a thanks for later. Haven't finished your Force PG and brought your brother back yet, after all.
Don't worry. I plan on sticking with you until the job's done. You won't get rid of your temp that easy.
Having found a new way to face her own past, and a new determination to face Ix head-on, Jorda joined back up with Van's group despite still being annoyed by his overprotective gaze. Good, but I think I prefer Shizuna.
What's next?
For now. And let's talk to the people in the garden. The day of the launch at last. We're leaving the capital now of all times has me a bit apprehensive, to tell the truth. I'm sure things will be fine with a guildmaster in charge. The man saved our wares more times than I can count over the past year. No small wonder he made me make that promise. Promise, huh? Now you've got me all interested. In all seriousness though, having you guys with us is a huge relief. Things have been getting dicier by the second. Yes, and even if we're unable to work together directly, it always helps to have an extra hand or two. All that to say, I have your back, Van. We do our best to make up for Anya's absence. Right, heard she left for a capital with Ren. Kinda puts you at a disadvantage in combat, huh? But I guess it is what it is. We give it our best out there anyway. Wouldn't do to have a girl singing the useless about them after all. And as one of Master Berger's students, you need to show them what you're made of, little man. Ah, don't gotta tell me twice. I swear on my name, I will do everything in my power to assist you all. Whatever I can do to fill the hole Agnes left, I'd do it. Looks like it's finally time to rise to the challenge. Maybe for all of us. Should be able to lend a hand with the Garten stuff at the very least. Come on, let's go full throttle with this thing. We can't just let something like that happen, even if it means turning our backs on the church. And once we've made up our minds, you better believe we're gonna follow through. You folks should do the same. Like what is happening? X! Why the long faces? Well, I'm sure it's nothing a little sparring can't... not happening, and quit being so freaking annoying already. You guys have had a lot on your plate lately. Guessing that's got something to do with why I don't see Agnes too? Hey, you doing alright, Katra? Yeah, well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little worried. I mean, today's the day of a launch. Young and Essie must be working themselves to the bone to see it happen. So I plan on working just as hard today. I see. You're a tough cookie, you know that? Yeah, no kidding. Can tell from the look in your eyes you've got a real fire in your belly. I'd have the same if only someone would spot. I'm out of here. At the end of the day, the world will keep on turning. That's just the way things are. There are no right answers. Which is why it's best to feel and do as one sees fit. At least that's the way you won't have any regrets, you know? With today's launch, the space program will have finally reached its climax. Young and Essie must be working themselves to the bone to see it through. I admit I'm a bit worried, but I intend to work just as hard today. We're in this together. Wonder why that tyrant bastard showed up again. Just what the hell's going on with that space program? But whatever comes our way next, we'll deal with it. So let's go show these domains what we're made of already. Tempted to give a goddess a real earful for this mess, I swear. But for better or worse, the end's in sight. Sorry, Cutter.
Let's do a search.
I see. So that's what happened to Aggie. Yeah, but Ren and Dominique went with her, so... I know she's only going to her father, but there's just something about all this I find a little concerning. Sounds like he didn't put up much of a fight either, so they're finally planning to reveal her to the public, huh? Well, we just have to make sure to work extra hard in her place. Everyone's finally starting to make their moves. Good luck out there, you guys. Yeah, likewise. With Agnes away, we need to work even harder than ever. So let's clear as many force breaches as we can. That way she can take it easy when she comes back. So Aggie's finally making her debut as the president's daughter, huh? I wonder if she'll be okay. Once we finish up with stuff on our end, I head over ASAP. Gotta offer up all the support I can, right? Our team's pretty busy too, but we'll find the answers we're looking for in the end. So that someday, we'll be able to reunite under better circumstances. With Agnes too. Frankly, I'm a little concerned for Agnes and Ren, although I know just how tough they are. But I suppose all we can do now is put our faith in them and continue our work.
Now where? Let's do this thing.
Hayos Intel Network informed me that a tyrant appeared in Anchorville recently. I imagine that must have been a difficult encounter, Judith, and with Dominique heading back to the capital like that. Well, I can just easily know she's with Agnes at least. But actually, Wisha kinda sounded like Hayos got plans of their own in the works. Then there's the Force teams doing whatever it is they're doing. Being unable to share information with you is a bit frustrating, admittedly. I say, but seeing as it's launch day, I think we're all finally nearing the end. Yeah, even though we haven't been able to talk about details, it kind of feels like we've all been moving in sync anyway. All that's left now is to take care of what's right in front of us. Right, good luck out there, you guys. Once things go down, why don't we all go see a showing of La Revue or something? Maybe one of my new films too. That's a great idea, Judith. For now, let's leave Agnes to Grammy and Ren. They've got this. As for me, I'm going to face all the obstacles in our way head on. I swear on my honor as Grimcat. Archon is currently planning a performance inspired by the rocket launch. I'd love to invite you all to see it someday. But let's make sure we get through this together. Feels like everyone's trying to figure out what we're up to. Well, I just hope we all manage to finish what we set out to do. I know we've all been keeping the details close to our chest, but it's obvious enough we've all hit our respective endgames. Been in the Republic for almost a year now. About time I got to show off my B-rank pride.
Come out wherever you are.
Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing.
So don't actually know anything about the space base at all, do you? No, unfortunately, I'm afraid I was never assigned to the project. My apologies. Nah, it's no biggie. Just figured I'd ask, you know? Anyway, once things cool down around here, wanna go grab some tea? Crow, please refrain from making advances toward our colleagues. Sorry with that, I know you must be busy. You have nothing to apologize for. To speak on other matters, however, I believe I was able to discern what your team has been so focused on investigating recently. Which is to say, I wish you well. And for the record, I would be more than happy to talk with you all in person someday, tea invitation aside. Likewise, I imagine we'll find plenty to talk about. Once things cool down, huh? We'll have to do all we can to ensure such hopes come to fruition. I know the circumstances that led us here were less than ideal, but the friendships we made as a result are irreplaceable all the same. And in order to deepen these friendships, let's make sure we overcome all the obstacles that stand in our way, both here and in reality. Not so sure I get what Marduk and the President are trying to do with this whole space program thing, to be honest. Which makes it even harder to know if we need to intervene. Or if we even can. Well, point is, we need to be prepared for whatever comes our way, good or bad. I sincerely believe we'll all find success in our endeavors, including with the Grim Garten, and that someday we'll all finally have a chance to talk in person. What is it that I, a Dominion, should strive to protect? I suppose that's something I need to answer in due time. Nevertheless, I will pray for everyone's good fortune in their coming trials, so that we might all gather again someday under less strenuous circumstances. You're such a child, Baggart. I'll never win at this rate. I came to the spring to take a dip this morning, and before I knew it, I was roped into a round of volleyball. The hot water mitigates the strain on my body, thankfully. Perhaps I'll make this my new morning exercise. Well, it being the day of a launch now, I figured this would make for a good distraction. But it's not as if I personally need such a thing. Lapis? It's nothing. I follow things through to the end with us, just like you. Everyone must eventually face their own heart. It's not about whether you're right or wrong. It's about whether you can look on both yourself and what you've done with satisfaction. Only then will you be able to live without regrets. I say this to you as well, Sir Rufus. Right, I make sure to think long and hard on the matter. You have my gratitude, Mr. Zaman. Goodness, I hadn't meant to give a lecture during a bout of fun and games. I was simply trying to offer a bit of advice to the younger generation. It's my hope they can learn to live their lives without regret. Face my own heart. Can I even do that? Whether I can look on myself and my actions with satisfaction. Ha! Powerful words from a powerful man. Good. But Jorda is not here either.
Planner Welcome. Preparing for... We have all sorts of goods. Thank you very much. Seeking a challenge?
You no. And leave. Welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails Beyond Horizon. We are still in Anchorville, and today we take our tour talking to the NPCs before the next episode to meeting with Oathbreaker. If this is quick, then I put it together with what we did last, what I did last time with talking the Garten and the connection events. Katsu, did you see the broadcasting trucks have been out since this morning? We're getting close now. I'll be cooking up a storm today. I feel like I had that exact same thought yesterday, but I can't really remember it clearly. Man, am I going crazy? I've got everything I need, so all that's left to do is cook. It feels like a lot happened last night, but I don't really remember. Okay, I used to do long-distance driving back in the day, to people all around the Republic. I'd come here all the time, baby. I knew the Shizuna over there was a favorite of mine. I was hoping to drop in, but they're not open yet. Guess I kill some time before heading over. My, these skewers are pretty good. Each piece of meat has been carefully grilled. The sauce is great, but I bet it would be delicious even with only a touch of salt. Wait, didn't I come here to look at real estate? How did I end up touring the food? Still, I can't deny there's a lot of delicious cuisine. Maybe this isn't such a bad idea. It feels less like I'm assessing the real estate and more like I'm assessing the city. But maybe that's not such a bad idea, even if it doesn't turn into a paycheck. I think I made the right choice, munch munch. You know, I had this awful dream last night. I was running away from all these monsters. Before I knew it, I was lying in my hotel bed. Serves me right for drinking too much. Today is the day of the rocket launch, which means I've got to get over this hangover. Well, good for you. I had to cooperate with the investigation until late last night. I'm so tired. Maybe I should just skip work this morning. Surely nobody would give me any lip after all that overtime. Still, if someone calls for me, I'll go in. I do have a responsibility as a pharmacist. The rocket launch was supposed to be just after noon, right? I wonder if I'll be able to catch it during my lunch break. I guess that'll be what gets me through the day. Are you curious about the Tashim fellow? It seems like it's been on your mind since yesterday. I was trying not to be obvious, but I guess you can see right through me. Yeah, I won't deny it. I'm just hoping my sister finds happiness. I'd be lying when I said he wasn't a little lonely or disappointed. So you've been observing him to make sure you can leave her in his hands? Pretty much, honestly. I'm still not sure. But Carol seems to trust him, and he certainly seems sincere. This might just be a chance to find true happiness. What gotta say, saying it out loud does leave me feeling empty. Or one more reason to get over it and move on. You really are strong, Raymond. Hashim put himself at risk to protect my sister last night. Honestly, it came as a shock. Now that I know how serious he is about her, I've got no choice but to accept the situation. It's all up to how Carol feels. That's all there is to it.
Let's see.
I see you made the right choice, Raymond. I'm rooting for the both of you. As your best friend.
Whoa, this is incredible!
Apparently they're gonna be broadcasting all morning, so they asked me to look over their relay equipment. I want to broadcast at the venue and City Hall too, so I'm running all over the place. I'm curious about what got you and the braces on edge. But I stick to my job. If you need anything, let me know sooner rather than later. Alright.
That vehicle's broadcasting the stream, isn't it? Everyone's real excited for launch day, I guess.
Yep. The hype here is nothing like back at the Capitol, though.
We should still make sure we're prepared for anything.
Well now, this young girl is quite skilled for her age. She's already caught a number of fish. She doesn't say much, but her honest passion for the sport really comes through. I look forward to her future as an angler. I'd even love to fish with her one day.
Well...
You sure seem happy this morning. There aren't really that many adults who'll fish with her this much. You still have to be careful even though you're with a grown-up, right? Okay? Okay. We've arrived in Anchorville. Thank you for riding the night bus. We're finally here. Guess I'll relax until noon. Is that when the rocket launches? The launch is scheduled for 1 in the afternoon. I believe a vehicle will be broadcasting it in the city. Wow, can't wait! You, Judy. I was shocked, but I feel like all of us have a weight lifted over our shoulders. I hope I get to see them again. Both Marina and my other parents. Oh, I know. It might be nice to go visit them next time. I'll have to talk to Mom and everyone about it, but I'm looking forward to it. Are you working today too? Must be tough having to be up so early in the morning. If there's anything I can do to help, don't hesitate to ask. Ah, welcome. You're early this morning. Excited for the rocket launch? I'm still getting ready to open up, but you're free to take a look. I made sure to stock all kinds of food and celebratory merch just for today. Let's make it a good one. But wait, the other family showed up suddenly last night, but Judy accepted everything. I'm so glad. I'm so proud of my grandson. What a relief.
Why, hello. Thank you.
Come on. Buying books to start today. I really didn't have enough sleep. Yeah, but you can't remember.
We have all kinds of fresh veg.
Today's supposed to be a day of celebration, but Lanka just up and left this morning. She never listens to a word I say. Stop being so dramatic, Ivan. Lanka seems to be having fun. She's at that age, you know? Just watch over her like a good dad should. Is that how it goes? I mean, I guess Lanka's got a good head on her shoulders. Seems like any other morning. People really have forgotten what happened last night. This muddling of people's perception seems different from the scarlet fog that covered Langport last year. So it's a work of a fake, is it? All stuff we need to be cautious of as we look into things. Welcome. Things sure are lively this morning. Must be because of that rocket launch. The whole city is bustling. I'm gonna throw myself into my work so I can watch the broadcast during my lunch break. Hopefully Lanka will make it back by then. Chloe's out. And we're always busy here when things are up. I've done everything I can. There's nothing like a cold one after work. I'm with you on that. Nice job today. I have to help with the city hall ceremony after this. Maybe Louise would help me carry the food over? Oh, good luck today, everyone. I doubt it, but just taking a quick look if anyone is upstairs.
Truly well done.
News agency. We also talked to those guys, so
Today's the big day.
I skip it. Today's the day humanity finally reaches space. Everyone here is really excited for the big launch. We've been really busy preparing for the ceremony in City Hall. Hopefully things start to calm down by the time this broadcast starts. Anchorville is such a quaint, peaceful city. I especially love how clear the morning air is. Though things do seem a touch livelier than usual this morning. Having fun is all well and good, but with an event this big, I find that the greater the enthusiasm, the shorter it lasts. That's why I prefer to treasure the more peaceful days. I'm heading out on patrol. Alright, good luck out there. Officer Jackson's gotten to be so reliable all of a sudden. Did something happen last night? Inspector Daswani and the others have been on edge. Maybe they strengthened security for today's ceremony? I've been feeling strangely confident this morning, like I can stand up against anything. So just leave a morning patrol to me. It'll be a busy day for sure. Maybe once we're over this hump, I'll invite friends out for a meal. I tried talking to the local police about what happened last night, but it felt like we weren't even having the same conversation. We were so relaxed despite everything that happened. What's going on? It's starting to freak me out.
Shard search? Go. Shard search? Go.
What now? Trouble with the catering? Yeah, apparently it's running late due to traffic. The schedule is already pretty tight, so it doesn't look like they'll make it in time. Then we better find a way to make them make it on time. I contact anyone who might be able to send people to... Seems like things are pretty chaotic. Yeah, the capital's probably even crazier. I wonder how things are going back there. But for now, we need to focus on Anchorville. Exactly. Let's track down those masks. Adjust the program at the venue. I'll see who I can contact that might be able to help. Let's get a move on. We'll be keeping a close eye on Fabio and Dr. Grant. To think he was one of your fans. If even people like that are looking up to you, then we really can't underestimate your influence. At any rate, it's the people who work on the edge of the law who typically end up crossing the line. Just further proof that you guys are the outliers. I hope you keep following the rules. You're a lifesaver, Elaine. It should be a lot easier to get around now. It's nothing. I just did what needed to be done. More importantly, I'll be working with Van and the others. I'm sorry I won't be able to help you guys out much more. Oh, no need to concern yourself with that. We'll make sure you can do what you need to without worrying about us. If you've got Elaine at your side, you better get results, Spriggan. Don't gotta tell me twice. You're the ones who better get results the way only the guild can. They may still be like oil and water, but they've both grown so much stronger. Trust that we'll be preparing for if and when things break bad regarding that contact of yours. I know you're meeting up with him, just be careful, Elaine. And same goes for the rest of you too.
Let's see.
That's the lady with a book fetish. The broadcasting vehicles are stationed as planned. You'll be able to catch the presidential office announcements during the ceremony. Well, if it isn't the princess and her friends. What are you up to today? Hey Harrison, do you remember anything about what happened last night? Last night? What an odd question. I played one of the classics like I always do. We had pretty good attendance too. There was a little trouble, but nothing out of the ordinary. You know, I'd better get ready for even bigger crowds today, for obvious reasons. Sounds like most people don't remember. The only question is, did the masks do this on purpose? There's a lot of tourists in town, so things have been pretty lively. This place is gonna get crowded. But the influx of tourists should come to an end once the launch starts around midday. I should probably adjust the schedule.
I wonder what it's like in outer space.
Why aren't we strengthening security on the city after everything that's happened? Even the citizens are acting like they didn't go through something horrifying last night. The chief inspector's negotiating with the mayor right now to try and increase security. I guess it is what it is. Until we hear more, we just have to remain vigilant.
So these are idols? They're kind of cute.
Okay, well, it's finally time. A day of a full-fledged rocket launch for Project Startaker. We've been looking forward to it for ages now. And I think all of you here in Anchorville are going to have an incredible time too. This is the historic moment when humanity finally reaches the stars. We'll be heading back to the capital after this, but I'm so glad we got to have fun together last night. We all gaze up at the same sky, so let's root for the rocket launch success today. That isn't exactly in the plans, but we'll be performing a song for you right here now. Surprise! Come on, everyone, let's get fired up with our song, Planet Rain. Since we're idols, we have to live up to our fans' expectations, no matter what. Our concert yesterday did surprisingly well, which means the people of the city are now a part of our fan base. So we have to make sure they have a good time before we head back to the capital. Why'd you plant everything today? She was so upset when we first got sent out here. But it looks like yesterday's show really had an impact on her. I swear she should just be honest about her feelings.
What to do?
Apparently nothing.
See the stars up close?
These cracks.
The day is finally here, the grand finale of Project Startaker. We've got tons of space-related merchandise. Make sure you don't miss out.
Take all the time you need.
If I used that, or is that... Whatever. I just buy it.
Seeing you!
Even if I have no intention of actually equipping it. And that's all I have to say. You may have figured it out already. But I'm completely serious. I don't intend to rush you. And what you want is most important, but I would like an answer. I had a feeling, and hearing actually admit it makes my heart swell. I don't think I'll ever be able to forget Jess, but he and Raymond have both found their own paths to take. What if this is my chance to move toward the future too? I'm sorry for springing this on you. Really, you don't have to force yourself to answer now. This is your hometown after all, so you can take all the time you need to think it through, and there's no need for that. Huh? Because I accept. I'm happy that you feel that way about me, Hashim. Honestly, part of me is still sorting things out, but I don't want to make you wait. I see. Thank you. I never expected you to answer me so quickly. I promise you, Carol, I make you happy. Right. I have no idea what's going on, but I want to believe that this is my chance. I do feel safe when I'm with Hashim, and hearing him say that truly makes me feel happy. I'm going to believe that this is fate and move forward. For me and for Jess. To be honest, I didn't think I'd get an answer so soon. I had a hunch that she still had feelings for a childhood friend after all. Still, I can tell she was being sincere. It's up to me to make sure she doesn't regret her decision. There's nothing else to it. Things have been so calm, you'd think nothing happened last night. The CID's movements are as unsettling as ever, but we still got to do what we can. Make sure you guys keep your guards up too. I just wanted to watch the rocket launch with a beer in hand. But with this and that military exercise, things have gotten real fishy. Whatever, I'll look into it. You guys just focus on Anchorville, got it? There are definitely more people here today. A lot of folks are making a stop before I continue to the capital. Everyone looks like they're having a lot of fun. Actually, it makes me want to work even harder. I hope the people who are going to watch the rocket launch stop by here first for a drink. I'd love to make the memory of this historic experience even better. The rocket launch is around noon, Isla. It'll be broadcast on the big monitor. I'd like to go and watch it if you can. Oh, then maybe I could commentate for you? I actually did a lot of research on it for work. Basically an expert on the subject? Oh gosh, is that so? It all seems so complicated. I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad to get to see my granddaughter in action. And if she's providing commentary about the rocket launch, then I know I'll enjoy it that much more. I'm so glad I get to show Grandma a good time. It was worth studying up for the space display at work. Though she seems to have totally forgotten what happened last night. Am I just imagining things? Man, is this... Yeah, but Isla hasn't forgotten. Something's off about all this. It seems to have only impacted the people from Anchorville, right? Man, what's going on? Wherever I go, people act like nothing big happened yesterday. Shannon remembers things properly, but I swear I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't help but feel uneasy, even if today is a big rocket launch. Maybe I'll go and see how Shannon's doing once I finish this morning deliveries. Shaoling, what is true strength? Yesterday I thought I was doing what I could to protect the people here. But in the end I wasn't able to track down those masks, nor could I prevent bad things from happening. Angie, you don't need to rush into achieving great things in battle. Even yesterday, I'd say you did more than your duty as a junior bracer. But back then, my brother would have... Listen to me, Angie. Legato wasn't like that at the start. He continued to do everything in his power, every step of the way, finding new ways to bring out his strength. Those experiences are what led to him becoming an A-rank. You don't need to be in such a rush. But I have to take his place. If I don't take his place, you think if you can hurry up and copy him, you'll be able to replace your brother? You're wrong. You need to find your own strength to stand side by side with the man he was. I think that would be much more significant. Is that how it is? It is. Look, there's no need to overthink it. Do what you can for now, and eventually you come to see who you want to be. Who you should be. You're a tough cookie. I know you get there before long. Thank you, Shaoling. I don't know whether I totally get it, but I'll try. That girl. I heard you are working with someone from the society, but... Huh? What? You got some business with my part-timer? Seems like there's a history here. Angie? I know I shouldn't stir the pot right now. I know that. But I have to take the chance to at least do something. I knew this day would come eventually. Yeah, we watched that in the connection event, but I didn't take it, right? So this is, of course, lost. Basically, Jorda and Ix were responsible for a crippling injury that forced Legato, her brother, to retire. I've got a lot of conflicting thoughts, but I'm not about to go stirring up trouble now. I'm going to do my part as a bracer. Right now, that's all I can do. I heard about what has been eating at Angie, but, well, leave it to us for now. She's going to need to sit down and have a real conversation eventually, with Legato too. Wow, look at the crowd. The city is super lively today. The launch is around noon, so I should hurry up and finish so that I can go see Yuto. It would be way more fun to watch the launch together.
Welcome.
I finally finished making the optimal investment plan for you, Dad. I call it Crom Plan 1209. Oh, that sounds spectacular. Thank you, Crom. I can't believe you did all that for me. I promise I'll follow your plan to the letter. No, that won't do. Investment is a risk. You have to have a firm understanding of what that means. Make your own decisions. That's it. I will explain the portfolio in great detail. Okay. What is he saying? The objective of his explanation is not to recruit you, and I cannot take responsibility for any of the damages or losses you sustain. Crom Plan 1209 is a low-risk option that holds up against market fluctuations. It utilizes 18 different types of financial tools and tricks, so explaining it will take 3 hours. What's the matter, Crom? Weren't you going to teach me everything I need to know? Welcome to the Kowloon Financial Bank. Is your party here to open an account? We definitely are not. What's with this lady? Oh, let me guess, she's Harry? And she's probably the contact Zao was talking about. I was going to take care of things myself, but matters were entrusted to the Lu and Lee families. I'm quite fond of the city, so I'd like to at least serve as a bridge between you and them. You got a high opinion of yourself, lady, but I guess now ain't the time to complain. I'll trust you for now. If anything comes up, let us know. As you wish. Now if you would please fill out this application form, we can open that account. Were you even listening? She does seem pretty strong, so might as well accept her help. My apologies, we're currently attending to proper customers right now. She's mocking us. Why is it that every Zhang so bizarre? I'll be counting on you to handle the provisional inspection. I'm not here under Van Down's orders. I'm here to aid Lady Senge. So could you please lift your head? The situation is ongoing. I've been counting on all of you. I don't belong to either the Lu or Lee family. I'm here only to aid Lady Senge. But what to do?
Let us search.
So that man is here in Anchorville. I'm curious about what he's up to, but I'll leave the rest of the matter to you. Make sure the other branches are ready in case things go south, but still, be careful. And Luca, right? Yeah. We exchanged info about last night's incident with the other branches already. We checked in with them about the possibility that the masks have moved on from Anchorville, but based on the info we have, I expect it isn't likely. I believe it would be best if we acted on the assumption they are still here. HQ has started to respond, so I'm going to try and get in contact with them. They're mostly operating around the capital, but we should still be able to cooperate to some degree. Maybe we can coordinate it through my grandfather somehow? Denzel? Last night was insane. How did the monster just show up in the middle of a city? I stopped my truck on the spot and hid inside a building. Didn't have a choice. Just what the heck's going on? Everyone looks so excited about today's rocket launch. I'm a little interested in watching, but the Archbishop asked me to run some errands. Once I see everyone off, I need to get ready to go out.
He's really here.
Honestly, given who we're dealing with, I would have preferred to have the entire church surrounded.
Let's just make sure we're ready before we hit him up.
Take your time.
Today's mass was truly wonderful. Thank you for everything, Bishop Schoenberg. Right, well, you take care of it on the way home, Norman. If you'd like, I could have someone accompany... Oh, that won't be necessary. I'm feeling myself today. You take care of yourself until we meet again. Mass is over, everyone. Hurry home. The city may be lively this morning, but that does not mean you should act without restraint. It may seem like he's nonchalantly hurrying everyone home, but he's probably noticed that noxious goblin sitting there. We must appreciate his concern. Ever since that man showed up, the Archbishop has been rushing everyone out the doors. He seems to be on edge. He even told us not to go anywhere near the guy, no matter what. Just what's going on? He certainly seems brazen, but you should probably do what the Archbishop says. Sorry, but you should leave this place to us. I really want to wrap this up as soon as possible. And logistics center.
Let's roll, gang.
I can't forgive that scumbag who pretended to be a Spriggan, but even worse than him is that medical director who hid away that entire underground complex to disguise his crimes. If he hadn't, the place might not have been misused like that yet again. In any event, I'm glad he was caught in the end. I can't believe that guy on the bike was some kind of wannabe Spriggan. And to think he had a connection to the Vestiges. I'm glad we stopped him before things got worse. Still, for him to sneak in there without us noticing like that, the guy must be pretty skilled. If he hadn't gone down the wrong path, he might have had a promising future as a bracer or even one of Arkwright's assistants. And the chest.
I detect treasure.
And as such, it is a minigame chest.
Leave it to me.
I will. May I go?
Conducting search. This is kid stuff. Security bypassed. Conducting search. This is kid stuff. Security conducting search.
Oh.
Conducting search.
I wait.
Conducting search. Conducting search. Conducting search. Conducting search. Conducting search. This is kid stuff. Security bypassed. I made it! This thing's as good as unlocked.
Bit tight in the corners, but otherwise it was pretty easy. Pluto's Nova Arts plugin.
Shard search? Go.
Jeez, it's gonna take forever to clean this up.
Made a find.
Grim portal discovered.
Reward deposited.
Shard
But that's it. Good.
search?
Good
Go.
that I was here again. Good. And the hospital.
Move it or lose it.
Welcome to Anchorville Hospital. We resumed our regular operation this morning. It turns out it was Director Heinemann who pushed Dr. Grant into a corner. There's also talk of police questioning people. Good grief. Just hope this gets resolved soon. It would be embarrassing for this place to have yet another scandal, doubly so if it's caused a disruption for patients. Now's the time to clear out all the bad actors here. You know, drain the poos so the hospital can start healing. The world is about to welcome a new era. This hospital needs to change too.
Advised that certain departments are experiencing congestion at this time.
I got the perfect present for Luna yesterday. I want to give it to her as soon as possible. I'm glad to hear it. I'm sure she'll love whatever you got her. After all, it's something you put a lot of thought into picking. Yeah, but maybe I should wait to give it to her until after my surgery next week? Doctor, could you keep this safe for me until then? Sure thing, leave it to me, but you two, you need to be the one who gives her this. As long as we both do our best, everything will work out just fine.
Attention all patients.
Thanks, Doctor. I'm counting on you for the surgery. Surgery isn't something a patient goes through alone, nor is it something a doctor performs alone. It is something both of us together, with all the staff, face as a team. It's a difficult procedure, but with all of us working together, I'm certain we'll succeed. Come. Come on. Dr. Hussein's done a lot of difficult surgeries. He's so dependable. It takes time to listen to me and even lets me go outside. With him supporting me, I feel like I can do anything. I'm going to get better. For him and for Luna. I spent the whole morning on such a serious discussion. Well, now that my examination's over, maybe I head out for a little what? A little rest, relaxation back in my room.
Be advised that certain departments are experiencing congestion at this time. Please fill out a medical questionnaire and wait.
I truly appreciate both the medical director and Dr. Grant for their help. It seems as though it was all a complicated series of events, but in any case, the department head must have given up by now. For me and the rest of us will need to make every effort we can to improve this hospital bit by bit.
Attention all patients. Be advised that certain departments are experiencing congestion at this time.
What's all that commotion about?
Questionnaire and wait for your turn to be called.
This is the examination room where Dr. Grant was. There's no reason to go in there now. Okay. I thought as much as I wanted to check. We were shocked to hear about Dr. Grant, of course, but we can't afford to stop any of our patients' treatments, so the hospital is open as usual. We sincerely apologize for causing everyone such concern.
Please fill out a medical questionnaire and wait for your turn to be called.
What would you like? Take care now.
Treasures like these are hard to come by, you know.
Betsy, how's it? You've got my test results, right? Is everything okay? I can't tell you here, but I'll explain in our consultation room. Oh, and the ENT doctor is unavailable, so that examination will need to be scheduled for later. What? Also, regarding the medication you're prescribed, the pharmacist in charge of that Wolverine hasn't come in yet. What the heck's going on? I've been freaking out ever since they said I need to be hospitalized for tests. And on top of that, a bunch of monsters showed up in the town last night. The hospitals claim they have no clue what I'm talking about. At this point, I'm so panicked it just turned into anger. Whatever illness this is that I've got, bring it on. I'll kick this thing's ass and get cured no matter what. The bracers protected me from the monsters last night, but the hospital staff claim they don't know what I'm talking about. All my tests and treatments are stalled or on hold, but I'm still gonna push forward. Whatever this illness is, it better show itself so I can kick its ass.
Now then.
Good, but that's already everything. Alright, with that I would end the episode. Until next time then, when we talk to Howard. I'm Mace and don't get lost.